Hello, Jonathan Rayo here with Simplified Guitar, and in this lesson, I'm going to be teaching you how to play the song I Will Trust in You by Jeremy Camp. This song was requested by patron Tom Leone. Thank you, Tom, for your song suggestion. Now, what I'm going to do first is play all the way through the song, and then at the end, I'll break it down and explain it in more detail. So make sure to stick around for that, but for now, let's go ahead and play through the song.
I can't see you, but I know you're there. I can feel you. I will not fear. I will trust in you, and I will not be afraid. When the battle is close at hand, though you're with me, you will help me stand. I will trust in you, and I will not be afraid. I will not be afraid. I will not be afraid. I will trust in you. I will trust in you. I will trust in you. When the darkness is close at hand and I'm running against the wind, I will trust in you, and I will not be afraid. When I'm standing upon that shore, all the battle I've gone before, I will trust in you, and I will not be afraid. 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 I will trust in you. I will trust in you. I will trust in you.
All right, now before I break this song down, if you would like to check out the chord chart for this song, you can click right up there to head over to my Patreon page. Now, for this song, we're going to be playing in the key of C. So we've got the C chord. We also have the A minor chord, and I'm doing the A minor 7, which just requires me to remove my third finger from that C chord. And there I am at my A minor 7. For both of these, the C and the A minor, you want to make sure that you're not strumming that low E string. So you need to start your strumming on the A string for both of those chords, as well as the next one, which is the F over C chord. For this F over C chord, this is a nice F alternative inside the C chord family because we don't have to bar anything. So that's a nice one to use. Again, you're not going to be strumming that low E string for that chord. And then we're going to have a G chord, and for that one, we're just going to play it with our second, third, and fourth finger. This G variation with these three fingers is nice and easy to transition into and out of while you're in the C chord family. So I highly recommend, even if you know how to play a G a different way, learn this G for the C chord family. It's going to make your transitions a lot easier. Those are all the chords that we have for this song. It's just those four chords. And for the strumming, though, the strumming is going to be the challenge for this one, which is going to be something a little bit. It's a high tempo strum pattern, and it's called the universal pattern. And basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be the pattern is 8 beats long, but we're going to be eliminating some down strums, and that's what makes this pattern a little bit complicated, because there's going to be sometimes on down strums, on a beat where we're not going to be strumming. We're going to eliminate those. and we're going to be throwing in some up strums in between the beats. What you need to remember is that down strums always come on the beats, up strums always come in between the beats. Okay, that's a very important thing to remember. So that when I'm strumming, my hand is always moving down on the beats and up between the beats, even if I'm not hitting the strings on every beat. Okay, so for this pattern, basically the best way to think about it is how it sounds like. And the way it sounds is down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so that's the pattern. If you can get familiar with that sound and thinking about it as down, up, down, 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 up, and practicing it like this with your strings muted, with your strumming hand, with your fretting hand, and just practicing that strum pattern while counting out those strums, down, up, down, and so on. It'll help you to get used to that pattern and what it feels like and what it sounds like before you start trying to put chords and progressions in. Okay, so again, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Now notice when I'm doing that, you'll notice that my hand is still moving down on the beats that I'm not strumming, even if I'm not strumming it. So basically what I mean is I'm not doing this. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay. My hand is not moving robotically. My hand is moving to the tempo of the song, and I'm just making those contacts when they need to occur. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay. And that's a great way to start to practice staying in the flow of the song. Okay. So that's the strum pattern we're going to be using. You'll also notice that I do something called palm muting on the verses, and then I go to a full strum on the chorus. And basically what that palm muting is for the choruses is when I do a down strum, I am also muting the strings with the palm of my hand at the same time that I'm doing a strum. Okay, so it just creates kind of a deadened sound to the strings. And what that helps to do is to create some dynamics in the song. So the verses are a bit softer and milder, and then the chorus is really loud and powerful. And when you're playing the guitar by yourself, or just you and a djembe or something, a small set, it's nice to be able to add dynamics yourself as the guitarist because you don't have a big band to do it for you. Okay, and this is a great way to do that is by using techniques like palm muting. Something else you can do to add a little bit of complexity to this song is use a suspended chord, and this will make it sound a little bit more like the original from Jeremy Camp, where we have a C chord, and then we remove our second finger from the second fret of the D string to create a suspended second chord, a C suspended second. So we have C, C suspended 2, okay? And we can go back and forth between those two while we're holding that C for a really long time. Okay, just adds another layer of complexity to that song and makes it nice and a little bit richer. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this song. If you do have any questions or you're struggling with playing it, feel free to ask any questions. You can post your questions on this post on my Patreon page. Again, click right over there to head over to that. I do answer all of my patrons' questions, and I look forward to seeing you in the next class. All right, take care.